All right, Rob Costa certainly has a big fan base here tonight, Scott.
It does look that way.
Very good ovation for him as his name was introduced. And Costa ready to take on the Brazilian Nightmare, Gilvan Santos, in a 3-round bantamweight bout. Here we go, round number 1. Both fighters tapping gloves and getting ready for action in this bantamweight bout. Early kicks here from Santos.
Santos, again, another southpaw you're seeing, and he just walks.
Nice knee.
Nice takedown.
Costa walked right into that one, but he got the takedown, Scott. Nice recovery.
Good scramble going on here.
You see the speed early on, the difference between 185 and 135 is certainly noticeable.
Nice recovery to get back to his feet. They are quick.
So a nice exchange early on. Both fighters now back toward the center of the cage. Santos early on trying to work those knees, or those kicks rather, to the leg to soften him up.
It also helps him find distance. And when you're a southpaw, that rear leg hits the inside leg of the right side of your body. That liver shot is really something to look out for. Now he switched back, so apparently he likes to go. Looks like he's a more predominant left-handed fighter.
Yeah, it seems that way early on. 4:06 to go in round number 1. Santos and Costa. Nice exchange by Costa. Good combination. Santos has tremendous speed with those legs. Costa's a good counterpuncher, however, so it's going to lead to a very interesting contrast here. We'll see if somebody lands.
Well, it looks, you see Santos is doing a really good job of breaking the clinch, not getting taken down there. And Costa, all of a sudden, either he got rocked or we didn't see it, or he's gassing already because he's real fatigued. He doesn't look like he wants to engage right here.
I think you're right. Certainly the aggressiveness has been toned down a bit here at the 3:20 mark of round number 1. Now Santos coming in, and he just caught him briefly. He backed up, or rather Costa coming on in. Santos had to back up a bit. Well, perhaps he was just playing possum, trying to draw him in.
Anything's possible. He needs to start checking those inside leg kicks, so he's taking a little bit of punishment.
He is, and that could really wear you down at some point. Those kicks certainly add up.
What it does, it takes a spring out of your step. Oh, the spinning wheelhouse kick. Missed him completely, but if I did that, I would have got sick.
Santos almost paid the price for that miss. He went down momentarily, popped right back up. Costa had a brief opportunity to make something of it, but Santos' speed just got him right back on his feet quickly.
Without a doubt. There's a couple of counters. It looks like he's catching his breath. Santos seems like he doesn't mind hitting and then jumping out, hitting
exactly,
and moving away. Switch to the orthodox stance now and see if he can. Yeah, nice right hand. Immediately switched back. I think he was just giving him a different look. He feels more comfortable at lefty.
Costa certainly letting his hands fly early on, landing with a couple of shots. Backing up Santos again. Not much doing on that exchange. 2 minutes to go in round number 1.
He's coming up short. He's not bringing his feet with him on those punches, so he's leaning and he's really overexposed. Nice combination of legs. He tried for a flying head scissor.
Almost got it. He had it for a second and just lost control, and this time it kind of
This is what happens at those lighter weights. And here you go. He's got mount now. He just made his way over. Costa's got mount. Good position. Let's see how he works from there.
Well, Santos may have paid the price for that one. Costa ready for it this time and is able to get the takedown and use Santos' aggressiveness against him.
He's got to start striking from here, though. Right now, he's trying to work his way to the wall and try to get up that fence. That's what Santos is trying to do.
He's got 1:20 to go. Plenty of time to get something here.
Costa's not working. He's trying to throw these punches, but
he had that right hand free for a second, yeah, and Santos is doing a nice job defending.
Here he should be working the either short punches to the body or short elbows.
Get him to drop his hands.
Yeah, Santos is doing a good job keeping his posture down by holding the back of his head like that.
And you're right, Costa really not taking advantage of what's open. I think he's just looking for something instead of taking what Santos has given him.
He's coming in now a little bit. I'm not quite sure. He needs to fold. There it is. He's, stretch it out, fold that elbow over.
40 seconds to go.
It's a pretty even round now, the way it's wrapping up.
It is, certainly
Costa
is.
and the mount.
We'll see if Costa can do something with these final 26 seconds. He's in a good spot here. Sneaks in one right hand.
Walking the cage now. He's going to roll him right over, and he did it.
Nice move.
Fantastic job. Cage walked right over.
Santos is incredibly nimble. We've really seen a lot of that on display in this round. Like you said, walking the cage to flip it back over. Looking like a real veteran move in the cage right there. And that's a great way to finish round number 1. We're in the final 10 seconds. An action-packed round in this bantamweight clash. How do you got it so far, Scott?
It's a tough round to call. I'd say, you know, Santos wound up on top to finish the fight. He was more aggressive early on in the round. If I was scoring the fight, I'd have to give it to Santos, but not by much. It would have been a lot tighter had he not reversed him at the end. I
agree. A very tough round to score. A nice reversal. Really one of the better moves of that round. So a very impressive finish for GILVAN Santos. I think Rob Costa maybe missed on an opportunity there, Scott. What do you think? It seemed like he really took advantage of the opportunity.
Mount's a very advantageous position, and you really want to make your opponent pay, or at least work hard. If you can't land, if your opponent's doing very well defending punches or elbows from there, you want to make his life miserable. You want to cover him. You want him to breathe heavy. You want him to work extra hard to get you off. You know, try to drain that battery a little bit. But Costa looked like he started to near the end, but it was really intelligent on Santos' part to have a good idea of where he was in the cage to actually walk it.
I was surprised to see Costa not even throw some short elbows or, like you said, the short punches to the ribcage. Do something to be the aggressor, rack up the points, and wear him down. He had about a minute 40 and really didn't land anything in that mount position.
I wasn't in it. I don't know what he was feeling. Everybody's different. You know, I like to hit the body, so you bring your hands down a little bit. It opens the head up. So, but everybody's different. And if he was looking for something, maybe it just didn't develop.
All right, opening seconds of round number 2. Rob Costa, GILVAN Santos, very close round number 1. And Scotty and I both think that GILVAN Santos may have a leg up on this one so far.
Nice combination he ended there with the knee. And again, to take down a quick scramble up. Great job.
Nice quick takedown by Costa, just kind of swept the foot there, but Santos very quick on his feet, and rather very quick getting back to his feet. 4:25 to go, round number 2. Costa trying to land a right-hand, left-hand combination.
If you watch, when Santos backs out, he actually drops his hands down.
He does, you're right, there is an opportunity.
If Costa could just keep coming forward with his feet, not just the punches, and take advantage of that.
And he might have been listening to you, because he did try a quick kick there for a second when Santos did back up, and maybe he's noticing the same thing you are. 4:02 to go here in round number 2. Costa and Santos just feeling each other out here. Santos again working those kicks.
It's a nice front leg, nice lead leg, nice. That actually looked like caught
him upstairs with that one, yeah.
He's doing a good job defending the clinch, defending the takedown, Santos is. So.
And neither fighter really allowing the other to get the takedown or allowing themselves to get taken down. Santos again just working those inside kicks, hoping it pays off at some point, and he can wear down his opponent.
Somebody's got to take the lead here. Someone's, even if you're, that's better.
There it is.
You know, even if you're not going to land, even if you're a little short in that jab, make your opponent react.
Just be the aggressor.
So the longer you stand still, the longer he has the opportunity to do so.
Costa again just trying to get the takedown, but Santos not allowing it, Scott.
No, and he just stood perfectly still for that knee and those left hands.
He had a big knee there from the left leg.
Yeah, that push off, he's tired. And hit that body again. He's breathing a little heavy, his arms are down. Might have hurt his right hand.
Possibly too, and you're right, the fatigue seems to really be setting in, and we saw that briefly in round number 1 as well, and here we are halfway through round number 2. Santos.
This is a pretty good pace they're setting, so nice job.
Costa went upstairs with a kick. One of the few times we've seen him try it. And again, I think he's taking note that the hands do drop.
Spinning back fist.
Spinning back fist almost got him. Santos quickly getting out of the way.
See, right now, that's better. You don't want to let anybody get set and try to figure something out. You want to move. Yep. A little bit of movement, a little bit of head movement.
2 minutes to go, round number 2. GILVAN Santos, Rob Costa. Santos just working those short kicks to the leg.
If I was Santos, I'd push right now. I'd like to see how tired Costa really is. Nice kick.
Would certainly be a good time to get him backpedaling at the very least, with the fatigue apparently setting in. Another tough round to score too, Scott, in this one.
Sure is. There we go. Good combinations. Nice counter.
Santos landed a right hand, came back with the knee, and now he's got the takedown possibility.
Got the double, got him down. Good job.
Costa gets him down. Nice takedown. We'll see if Santos can snap out of this one.
Right away, stood right back
immediately
up.
Back on his feet.
Job. Costa's still going to try to work the double here, but he's got the underhook, Santos does, and he's trying to pry his head. He's actually trying to get that underhook and pull him up or push his head down, one of the two.
And we'll see what Santos has in store. 1:14 to go. Now they both separate.
Great job stopping that takedown.
Santos did a real nice job getting back on his feet,
Excellent.
not even 5 seconds after he got taken down. Final minute of this second round. Bantamweight action between Rob Costa and Gilvan Santos. So far, close fight, tough rounds to score.
A lot of downtime right here. There's a lot of nothing going on. Guys are catching their breath. So what you expect is to come off with a flurry.
Nice spinning kick by Santos. Caught him in the ribcage.
That heel landed very well.
Costa trying to come back with the right hand. Another kick to the midsection by
There's
Santos.
your combination. He just has to follow it up with more than 2 punches.
I agree 100%. He went in for 2 and then kind of stopped. He had Santos backing up, but didn't really follow it up.
Keep coming now. He's running away. He's giving you his back and turning.
Exactly.
Now he's axe kick and he missed. He's got a lot of kicks in the repertoire.
He does. He really has every kick. He's kind of emptied the drawer here.
I pulled my groin 3 times watching him kick.
Closing seconds of round 2. Costa trying to charge, make one final push, and that is apparently how this one is going to end here. Santos one quick kick just to keep him honest at the end. Another tough round to score. Not sure how I go with this one, Scott. I can't.
I'd lean to Santos. He just seems to be doing more active, and he actually looks like he's willing to fight more, willing to engage more. He's been the one coming forward. So it's cage control. Who's making that happen? And I know tight, tough to call.
It's a very close fight and could very well come down to this third and final round. We'll see how the judges have it scored at the end if it does go the distance. But in the event that we are even after 2, this one will be the decisive round. We'll see how each fighter approaches it. I think certainly on both sides, more aggressiveness would certainly be a priority. And we'll see what the trainers and coaches have to say in between for this final minute.
When those lulls occur, when both fighters are kind of staying there for a second or two, catching their breath, you want to get right off afterwards. I don't want to react all the time. Even a good counter punch, you can make somebody throw punches, and you can make them do that by moving your feet or feinting with your hands and your head movement. So rather than stand perfectly still, but
there certainly was some dead time in between in that second round, a lot more than in the first, and possibly fatigue being a factor there too. I think, like you said, at some point they both kind of just step back to catch their breath.
Well, I think they're both throwing some good punches. They're both getting hit in the exchanges, so no one's extra willing to jump into the middle of this.
All right, here we go. Round number 3. Gilvan Santos, Rob Costa. Santos in the black trunks, Costa in the white.
Nice left hand.
A good aggressive exchange early on here in the opening seconds.
Santos hit straight, and then Costa finished the left hand. It was nice. Good leg kicks to keeping him off now. I think Costa senses the fact that he needs this.
Definitely a sense of urgency here, Scott.
He threw that head kick, just missed, and Costa got underneath it. Got his back right now. Nice spin off that.
Santos is good at spinning out of those holds. He does not allow himself to get clinched often or even taken down at any point in this fight. 4:20 to go in this fight. Santos doing a nice job just staying on his feet.
Costa's taking him down, but he can't keep him there. With the exception of the end of that first round, when he got mount. So that's it. You want to do something, a couple of foot feints, make your opponent react one way or the other. The more Costa stands right in front of him.
We'll see how these kicks play a factor in the scoring too, Scott, if it goes a distance. In many ways in boxing, the more aggressive fighter just throwing punches, whether they land or not, or whether they inflict a lot of damage, often get the benefit of a doubt from judges. We'll see if the kicks mean the same thing for Gilvan Santos in the end, if this fight, in fact, does go the distance.
Every judge has their own perspective. It's very subjective on what they score. Some score more in the stand-up, some more in the takedowns, the scoring. But in the grand scheme of things, nice inside leg kick, nice takedown. He caught that kick on the inside, put his other hand on his opposite shoulder, and just ran him straight down. Looking to pass the side control. He looks like he's in a little danger here, getting triangled. Santos recovered his guard very well.
Costa read that kick beautifully, one of the few times he has, and he got the takedown on Santos. So again, Santos finds himself in a disadvantageous position. We'll see if he can snap out of it. He's done it so far throughout the fight, Scott.
Well, right now his hips are flat, and he's in a closed guard, so he's not going to attack from a closed guard. He's just going to defend. You really can't set up any submissions from there. There are none in that guard, and he's not going to do a lot of damage unless he starts throwing elbows, which I don't see. But he's not even throwing a lot of stuff, and that closed guard is more or less a neutral point.
Costa really can't get the mount, so he's just working the body. Really the only position he has here, really the only opening he has to work. Can't quite reach the head.
You can come over the top, but you have to set it up. And right now, as you see, Costa's got his left arm extended. That can set up. He can pop out of that. You can get your arm trapped deep into an arm bar or a triangle from there. But you see Santos' legs, his guard is very low. It's around his waist. Now he starts to attack. He's on a hip. He's bringing his guard up a little higher. Now he can start to attack, but he closed it again.
I think, again, we're seeing that sense of urgency. Costa just very busy in this last minute here since he's gotten the takedown. And I think that's what he's trying to do here to persuade the judges in this third and final round, which may very well be the decisive round depending on what's been scored so far.
A lot of judges, look at it. If you're on your back, you're losing. That's what I tell my fighters, the guys that I train. From a judge's perspective, you can and he's hitting. You see who's being the busier fighter is Santos off the ground. But a lot of judges will say that you're on your back, you're not in the advantageous positions. Again with the closed guard.
Minute and a half to go in this fight. Bantamweight action between Gilvan Santos and Rob Costa. So far, Costa aggressive in this spot. Santos not taking a lot of damage.
But he's being active. That's
back.
why.
Exactly.
That's why you can. There's a very, very experienced man. In my personal opinion, one of the best referees in the business, and Kevin McDonald, in there right now. And Kevin's talking to him, and he's keeping them busy. And these guys are working. Oh, he's going for that arm bar. And he scrambles right out of it. He threw up a nice attempt.
All right, so this one gets back on its feet for the final minute. We'll see how it ends. We could be in line for a dramatic finish.
Oh, a standing knee. It was a bit of a flying. Nice. Now Costa's putting the pressure back on, bringing his feet with him on these punches. Watch for the knee here. There it is.
Costa going for broke here in the final minute, but Santos certainly a game opponent trying to drive those knees on the inner thigh.
Good exchange. Nice. Oh, he ate that left hand. He's hurt. I don't know. I would call it hurt.
A little stunned here, Scott.
Yeah. But it was a nice exchange. Both fighters are scoring well on the exchange, so neither one really wants to jump on top of the other at the moment.
Final 18 seconds.
Ooh, good nice straight left hand. Nice knees lean into on the left of the exit. Nice job.
The action really picking up here as we get to the final bell.
Again with
nice
the knee.
Exchange. And that's going to do it. 3 brilliant rounds from Gilvan Santos and Rob Costa. A nice finish in the final minute when the fight got back up on the ground. Or rather, both fighters got back up on their feet.
Judge Avery scores about 30-27. Costa.
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Judge Minor scores about 30-27. Santos. Judge Asmar has the score 29-28. Your winner by split decision in the blue corner, Rob Costa.
I did not. Well,